You see, quite often, whether you're drunk or sober, whether you're talking to a friend or a professional about something you've been through in your life, some shit that has happened to you in your life, may it be breakup or the death of someone close to you, a fight you've had with a friend of yours, your pet dying, like whatever it may be. Quite often I've noticed that there are people who say, I understand your pain, and I feel like you shouldn't do that. Because I feel like that's the same as slapping the person on their face and saying I don't care. Because that's the way it comes off as. Because imagine it, you've just bled your heart out to someone. You basically trust them enough to tell them about your life and something you've been through, something very important to you. And then they're like, yeah, I can understand. Can we move on? Like that's basically it. And I feel like you shouldn't do that. I feel like in a situation like that, when someone tells you something, like they've been through some shit and they tell you about it, that means they trust you. Okay, you don't tell them that, okay, I understand your pain, because you don't. You're two completely different people. Your families are different. Your group of friends might be different. Even if you're identical twins, you have the exact same parents, you have the exact same group of friends, does every single person in that group of friends of yours think exactly the same way of you two? Have you seen exactly the same movies at exactly the same time? Do you do exactly the same thing at exactly the same time? No. In order to truly, in order for someone to actually understand someone's pains, they would have had to live each other's life. I haven't lived your life, you haven't lived my life. I don't understand the pain you've been through, and neither do you understand the pain I've been through. So no one can actually say that they understand someone else's pain because their circumstances are different. That's why it should never be said, because it's a straight up bullshit. And it's basically slapping the person's face who's trusted you and who's bled their heart out for you. So, if you really want to comfort them, don't use words like that. Either tell them that, hey, I'll always be here for you. I'll listen to what. If you ever want to talk about something to someone, I'll be here for you. I'll listen. Or you can comfort them by hugging them, patting them on the back. Just actions and words that actually, don't come off as you don't care. Show them that you do care, and use words like what I just told you. Tell them that you'll always be their friend. Tell them that whatever may happen, you'll stand by their side. Tell them that you'll listen to them if they ever want to talk. Hug them, pat them on the back. That's the way to show that you actually care about them. Not telling them that, hey, I understand your pain, because no, you do not. Trust me, you do not. No matter how much you want to pretend that you do, no, you do not understand someone else's pain. And you telling someone, or someone telling you, that they understand the pain of someone else is basically just hurting them more. So what I wanted to say is, don't tell someone that you understand their pain. Instead, use actions like hugging them, patting them on the back, or words like telling them that you'll always be there for them, that you'll always be their friend. Because if you're friends, then sometimes friendships don't work out, but I'm still friends with everyone I've ever been friends with. It's way harder to break a friendship than you might think. So you saying that you'll always be their friend is much more believable than you saying that you understand their pain. Or you can always tell them that you'll always listen to them, because I mean, is that really so hard? You know, if your friend is drunk and he's telling you something, is it really that hard to listen to them talk? Just because just listening is already caring. Anyway, that's basically all I wanted to talk to you about today. I'll see you guys again next week.